Every year, I join my brother and nephews for a few days of outdoor fun at my place in East Texas.
Hi folks, it's Luke Clayton. I want to talk to you today about the importance of starting a fire and starting a fire under any conditions.
Welcome to A Sportsman's Life. We're so glad you tuned in to join us for another exciting real-world outdoor adventure right here on A Sportsman's Life. Every year, I join my brother and nephews for a few days of outdoor fun at my place in East Texas. One thing I've learned in the many years of hunting is that the memories created while spending time with family in the outdoors is priceless. While we didn't harvest any game on our recent hunt, I look back and can truly appreciate the beauty that surrounds me while spending time in the woods. Brought to you by Dallas Safari Club, Conservation, Education, and Hunter Advocacy. Hornaday, accurate, deadly, dependable. Taurus Firearms, maker of the Raging Hunter.
Hi folks, it's Luke Clayton. I want to talk to you today about the importance of starting a fire, and starting a fire under any conditions, wet, cold, snow, sleet. If you're an outdoor person, you need to be able to start a fire under any conditions. Now you think, well, just carry matches, waterproof matches. That works, most of the time. I'm going to show you a system here, though, that I use. I've learned about a few months ago. Blackbeard fire starter. It's foolproof. I mean, a lot of people think, well, what do you have to worry about starting a fire if you live in Texas, where I live? Well, I've seen some times out duck hunting where I got my waders full of water or whatever, didn't have a way, my matches were wet, couldn't start a fire. I'm going to show you how to start a fire anywhere, anytime, with this Blackbeard system. So, of course, you need some way to tinder, if you will, kindling to start the fire going once you get it going with this system. So we're going to look at some things. I'm out here actually in the trees behind my house, but I want to show you it right now if I needed to start a fire from scratch, and we're going to start a fire from scratch. I'll show you what I'd look for tinder. So first, let me show you the products here, and then we'll move forward from there. Okay, friends, this is basically the system right here. Your Blackbeard Fire, the website is blackbeardfire.com, but let me show you what each component does. This is the plug right here. You actually, when you want to start a fire, you just bend this around. It becomes, just roll it around, it becomes real little bitty threads in there. Little small threads. When the spark hits these, they ignite instantly. Now, another portion here, you can just start a fire with this. Now this is like a rope, a plug. You just take a knife, cut a little piece of that off, and again, this stuff is really, really fine. You can use, as a standalone, use this or these plugs. Sometimes I like to just put them together and use them. That's the start of a fire. That plug right there, this package, it comes with a bunch of plugs. I don't know how many, but a bunch of these right here. So we're going to start a fire using this, but first we're going to need, that won't burn long. We'll need some tinder, something to get it going. So let's look around at what we might find here in the trees behind my house to start a fire. Again, we're not in the wilderness. We're probably 100 yards from my house. And I do see what I think is going to serve as some tinder to start our fire. Just some old dead, I think that's maybe American beautyberry bush. Just some little fine pieces. We're going to break up some of these. There's an old greenbrier dead vine. Basically, that's all we're going to need right there, folks. So let me harvest some of this dead tinder, and we'll get over and get our fire going. Okay, friends, so we have the fibers exposed on the fire plug, and this is a ferro rod with a striker. And the whole idea is to scrape that down hard so the sparks will ignite. So let me see if I can get this all set up here. Try give this a try. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Now I like to use a little bit of that black rope that I showed you. Just put that on there. You don't have to have it. So there's the starter. So next we need a little kindling to get our fire going, right? You saw those old dead bushes over there. We've got some of that. Add just some dry stuff there to get it going. And if you were out in the wilderness, or if you was out on duck hunting and you didn't have a match, here's the start of your fire, folks, right here. Now the heat or the flame from that accelerant there, from the Blackbeard, will burn a while long enough to get everything going, probably a couple of minutes. But the key is to go ahead and fuel it, feed some more little twigs and stuff to it. Hopefully this gives you an idea. Pretty simple. You've got your ferro rod here. Comes with a little striker built in. You've got your Blackbeard. I don't want to get this too as flammable as this is. Your fire starter. This is the rope right here. And of course, here's the little plugs. Now, actually, one of these little plugs is what really fueled that to get it started. So, I hope this helps you a little bit. You can check these out. I think it's blackbeardfire.com. Now, of course, if we really wanted to build a campfire or a cooking fire, I would ladle on some sticks like this, or a little smaller, and get a real cooking fire going. Folks, let's move on to the rest of our show. I hope this little tip helps you a little bit. You really do. You need to get you some of this fire plugs or the rope, blackbeardfire.com. Put it in your day pack, and you'll never have to worry about starting a fire.
A Sportsman's Life is also brought to you by Mossberg, American built, American strong. The YO Steakhouse, Catch and Release Apparel, AGM Global Vision, your go-to for thermal hunting scopes and spotters. Pyramid Air, your one-stop shop for everything air guns.
Hello, Sportsman. It's Bill again with Striker Express with your fishing tip this week on Sportsman's Life. I want to show you something that we use that every fisherman needs, especially if they fish Lake Texoma. A good cooler for your fish. Here's a brand new Igloo. These fish, there's a fish coming in. These things run about 130 bucks. They're solid. And what it takes to keep them fish cold. Because when these fish are clean, they're so fresh. Best eating in the world. Anyway, a good cooler for your boat, for your fish. There's your fishing tip this week on Sportsman's Life. Go fish and fish.
My time with the Rice Boys came and went like a flash in the pan. It's times like these that we continue to build upon all of the great outdoor memories that we have already created. We all left camp with eager plans to return and to continue our journey writing the next chapter of our time in the great outdoors.
Folks, this segment was brought to us by Gearhead Archery, Smoke Intex Electric Smokers, Snaplock Hunting Blinds, YO Ranch Headquarters, Ultramatic Feeders, and Catfish Pro. Tune in next week for some more real-world outdoor adventures right here on A Sportsman's Life.